Hello, my fellow trainers, and welcome to the first ever episode on this channel of Pokemon Go PvP Showcases. Now, in this series, we're going to be doing showcasing of different teams, teams that I've been using, teams that I'm experimenting with, maybe some teams that you guys suggest, and we're going to just kind of showcase how they should be used, maybe pick out some mistakes in our losses, and yeah, just give you a basic viewing of how these teams work. So, I figure for my inaugural video, it would be kind of poetic for me to showcase a team, one of my first teams that I used way back when the Pokemon Go Battle League was first introduced and the Ultra League made its debut. And that team is this team right here, Giratina, MUK, and Tyranitar. So I'm going to kind of do a basic overview of the moveset for all these guys before we hop into these battles so you guys have an idea of what we're working with. For Giratina, we have him in the lead role, just a very good lead Pokemon, very good to take on a lot of these threats. He pretty much dominates this meta, and it's been like that since day one. Giratina, for my moveset on him, I have Shadow Claw is the fast move, Dragon Claw is one of the charge moves. That's pretty much a no-brainer. Dragon Claw charges dummy fast, and it can really annoy your opponent and put pressure on him early on. And then for the second move, I actually have Ancient Power. Now, I opted for this move over Shadow Sneak for a few reasons. Or it's either Shadow Sneak or Ominous Wind. I can never remember which one it is. But I opted for Ancient Power because, one, it's kind of a wild card move. People don't really expect it from Giratina. And I found that it is very useful for taking out some of those flyers, especially Charizard, because Charizard is a fire flying type and it's quite effective against him. And not only that, there's a chance that it can sharply boost your attack and defense. And if that happens, Giratina just becomes even more of a menace, honestly. And then I have MUK in my second spot there. And I went with Kanto MUK over Alolan MUK because Kanto MUK gets Thunder Punch. And I have that as one of his moves, kind of the same reason as Giratina. It's kind of a wild card move, and it's good against flyers like Charizard, and especially Gyarados. And a lot of people don't expect MUK to know Thunder Punch, so it can surprise the opponent. And even if they do know that he can know it, you can get a shield potentially. So it just serves good for MUK to know Thunder Punch. And I also know Dark Pulse, kind of another good coverage move, especially in this meta with so many Giratina and Cresselia. It just serves well to have that in case you need it. And for its fast move, I have Poison Jab, just as some sort of fairy control. It's great for taking out things like Clefable and Togekiss. And that Thunder Punch can also take out Togekiss as well. So MUK is just great for that reason. And then I have Tyranitar, just as some sort of added support for things like Giratina and Cresselia. People have both of those on their team often, and it's good to have Tyranitar to come in and kind of eat them up and sweep if need be. And for the moveset for Tyranitar, we're running Bite, Crunch, and Stone Edge. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the first battle of the showcase. And I'm currently at rank 14. Climbing up the ranks here. I haven't had as much chance to battle as I would like, but, we're moving up in the world, and hopefully we'll get up to the high levels like we all desire. So, Ampharos lead. That's actually a very good lead for us. We're going to be resistant to these electric type attacks. And if I'm guessing here, he's probably going to know Wild Charge. I think that's a move Ampharos can learn. And Focus Blast. Focus Blast isn't going to do nothing to us because we resist that fighting type move. So we're going to not shield on this first attack. While if it is Wild Charge, it does do a lot of damage. Let's see. He used Power Gem. That's interesting, to say the least. Okay, we have a Weavile out on the field here. I'm going to go ahead and switch into MUK on that one. Weavile would be eating us up. He's a Dark Ice type. That is everything Giratina does not like. We're not going to shield here. I actually don't know what moves Weavile could have for us. An Avalanche. Ooh, chunks there. Does a good chunk of damage to my MUK. We're going to go ahead and go for this Thunder Punch. Hopefully, we'll probably get a shield on this. Yeah, this guy has a really good advantage on me right now. To shield or not to shield? I'm actually not going to shield here. I'm just going to let MUK die. Because I don't know if we'd get to a Thunder Punch before he'd get to another Avalanche. We're going to go into Tyranitar. Just try to chip away. Even though it's not very effective damage, Tyranitar chips away at these attacks very well. I'm going to go ahead and shield here. Hopefully we can eat away at this Weavile. And then Ampharos is back on the field. He's going to use a Focus Blast on me. I feel it coming. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get a Crunch off. Hopefully this will get the shield, and then we're going to switch back into Giratina. It didn't, okay. Didn't get the shield. And okay, we got Gengar out there. This is great for us. Gengar ain't going to do diddly squat. Unless he knows Focus Blast, but I don't believe Focus Blast would have powered up that quickly. That's probably going to be a Shadow Punch coming our way, and that's not going to do nothing. So, cool. Let's just keep on eating up this Gengar. He's out of there. Then we got Weavile back on the field. Well, I'm actually going to shield here because we're going to go straight into the Crunch. And he's going to have to use his shield, or he loses the game. So let's hope we can just chomp away here. And we got it. That's going to be a good game. Awesome. You know, that was actually, you know, it was looking a little iffy there for a second. That Weavile was definitely something I was not expecting. But, you know, Tyranitar really came in clutch there for us. So that's a good thing. Let's go back to this team, and we're going to continue with these battles. So far, we are 1-1. And I'm really on the grind. I'm looking forward to showcasing some of the Master League teams coming up here soon. I recently invested into my Hydreigon, into my Zekrom. You know, getting them all the way maxed out and teaching them second moves. I'm really excited to build some teams around them. So we have a Giratina lead here. Okay, a Shadow, Origin, and an Altered Form. That's funny. Let's go ahead. Hopefully I can get to this Dragon Claw before I do. And depending on what he does here, I want to see what he does. Is he going to give us... We're going to get a shield off here? We do not. Okay, I'm going to hit once and then go into this Tyranitar. Get the complete advantage here. Not going to shield because whatever attack is coming my way is not going to do a whole lot of damage to this Tyranitar. A Shadow Ball. Yep, not really hitting on much. That's okay. We get to switch into the Melmetal. We don't really have much to deal with Melmetal at the moment. To shield or not to shield? I'm going to go ahead and shield here. I'm hoping that I can... I don't know if that was going to be a superpower. I'm hoping I can get to this Crunch. I do. And hopefully we either get a shield here or we get some pretty good damage in on that Melmetal. We do get a shield, okay. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead once and let Tyranitar get taken out. And then I'm going to switch back into Giratina. Rock Slide coming in hot. Let's go to Giratina. The only thing is I don't really have anything for that Melmetal. MUK wouldn't be doing much, and Giratina's bulkier, so that's why I opted to switch into him. Rock Slide does some good damage to Giratina. We're going to go into this Dragon Claw. And let's see what he does here. Not very effective, okay. Still going to let this one fly because I don't know what he has in the back. He might have a Togekiss, and that's what I'm afraid of. It's what I don't like. Don't like at all. We take out the Melmetal, and we got a Dragon Claw loaded up, so let's see what he comes out with here. He's deciding. We get a Scizor. That's not good. I'm going to switch into MUK. I think I'm going to let that one fly. It's probably going to be a Night Slash. It is indeed. Move charges so quickly. All right, Giratina, he's probably not going to be expecting this Dark Pulse, so we might not get a shield here. Just depends. Either way, it's a win-win for us. We didn't get it, but we take out the Giratina. So let's go ahead. I think I am going to use my shield here. Maybe hopefully I can get to this Dark Pulse. Get some good damage in on this Scizor, because my Giratina is hurt. I honestly don't know how this is going to play out. We got the shield from him, so that's good. But this is probably going to take out MUK. And then Giratina is probably going to get taken out by Scizor. Oh, he actually lives it, but big butts there. Giratina is very low on HP, so I don't see us really winning this one. But it's very good as a close game. We get to the Dragon Claw, but yeah, I think it's too little too late. I think he just has a little too much HP for us to take him out. Yeah, very close game. Very close. That was a good game. You know, sometimes we lose. That's just to that's just a thing of the game. You know, that person had a really good team and it countered my team well. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the next one. So far, we are we have 1 win and 1 loss. Giratina into Mewtwo. Okay, this is a favorable lead for us. I don't know. Can Armored Mewtwo know Shadow Ball? I should know that, but I honestly don't know if he can or not. Gonna go ahead and try to get some Dragon Claws in. Not hitting on too much, but I'm gonna let this one fly. Let's see. Might be making a mistake here, but okay, it's Psy Strike. So, does a lot of damage. Mewtwo is just very strong, so not much else to do. I'm going to actually go into this Ancient Power here. Maybe we'll get a little more luck with that one. Maybe we'll get that buff too. Nope, still not doing much. I'm going to go into Tyranitar here. Try to finish off this boy. And we get a Poliwrath. And Poliwrath is going to be destroying my boy Tyranitar. Might as well let it fly. Dynamic Punch, ship. Tyranitar is out of there. Then we're going to go into MUK. Man, that Mewtwo really was eating us up. I don't feel like it should have been doing that much damage, but oh well. What can you do, you know? Let's see if this Thunder Punch will land in on that Poliwrath. He's keen. The man is keen. We're going to go ahead and block this. So, I don't know how this one's going to go. He seems to have a good advantage right now. I'll let that one fly. Not doing a whole lot of damage to MUK. Hopefully, I mean, whether this lands or he shields, it doesn't really matter. Alright, he let that one go. I'm letting that one go too, because it's not going to take us out. And then we'll just farm down that Poliwrath. Alright, so decently loaded on energy here. Who's he going to bring? He brings back out the Mewtwo. I'm going to immediately switch into MUK again. Even though, I really don't know what to do here. I'm actually going to shield. I'm going to shield there. Oh, he used Dynamic Punch, that bastard. He shield baited me to perfection. But we took out the Mewtwo, so that's good. They do have a shield left and one more Pokemon, and it's a Melmetal. Out of all the fucking Pokemon I did not want to see right now, Melmetal was at the tip top of that list. I think he's got me, guys. Just keep on hoping we can chip away, but he does have that shield, and my MUK is very low on HP, so don't really see how we're going to pull this one out of the bag. Let's go ahead and switch into MUK here just to be dicks. Well, MUK's going to soak up that damage. But again, it doesn't really matter because he's going to have another one loaded up. And that's going to be a good game to him. So we lose again. It's just when we come across all these Melmetal, I don't really have anything on hand to deal with that. So that's kind of a hole in this team that I'm seeing right now. So let's go ahead and just jump back into another game. Hopefully we can get the win on this one. Giratina into Cresselia. This is an okay lead. We're gonna be doing super effective damage to them, but they do know Moonblast, so that's not good for us. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get an Ancient Power off, just to see if I can get that buff, and then I'm gonna switch into Tyranitar. I don't think we got the buff there, so Tyranitar. Either way, I'd have to shield there, but I just wanted to switch into Tyranitar to do a little bit more good constant damage. They used an Aurora Beam, actually, and they shield baited me. So, good on them for that. They switch into a Alolan MUK. I'm actually going to go ahead and go for the Stone Edge here. This is rare. I rarely get to use Stone Edge with Tyranitar because it takes so long to charge. So let's see what happens here. And it does great damage. So, that's great. MUK isn't going to be doing much damage to me. He's probably going to go for, I think that's probably a gunk shot that's coming at me. Oh, nope, Dark Pulse. Okay, even better. We're resisting that. It still does a pretty good amount of damage, but not bad at all. Tyranitar just eats away at opponents. Not quite enough, though, but we're going to let that one go. And I'm going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to bring MUK in. Maybe try to get him loaded up on some energy. Who's he going to bring out? Probably Cresselia. Yeah, Cresselia's out there. And I'm going to go ahead and go back into Giratina. I'm going to say he's going to try to shield bait me and go for Aurora Beam. Still super effective damage, but it's okay. Let's see. I farmed him down there. I took a big risk. I didn't know. Oh, we got another Giratina. That's not good, but I'm loaded up on energy, so hopefully we'll get some shields here. Then maybe I can switch into MUK and get a Dark Pulse off. Okay, there's one. Let's see if we can get the other. Just keep on chipping away, chipping away. And we're frozen. Oh, okay. Well, this is some riveting gameplay here, guys. As you can see, my Giratina is in a trance. We get that super effective damage off. Now we're going to do another one. Giratina just gets loaded up on energy. He's a machine, I tell you. Dragon Claws after Dragon Claws. And more riveting gameplay here. Giratina's frozen in time. Really honing, putting all of his energy into this one attack. Pokemon Go would not be Pokemon Go if it did not have lag. I think our buddy over there is having connection issues. Ugh, I hate it for him. But I think we would have taken the W in that game anyways. We still had one shield left and I had my Giratina loaded on energy. He would have had to use his shield, and then I probably would have switched into MUK using a Dark Pulse. One way or another, it would have worked out for us in our favor, I believe. So, good game to him. Let's go ahead. We're even right now with 2 wins, 2 losses. Let's see if we can get the tiebreaker here and come out with a W. So we have Giratina into a Melmetal. Huh, the bane of my existence with this team. Of course, I'm coming across all these Melmetals. I'm just going to keep Giratina in here. There's nothing I can really switch into that would make a lot of sense. So just going to try to... I totally hit that before him, but whatever. You know, we're going to get hit with this Rock Slide. And going to be chipping away at some good damage on us. But we're going to just try to Dragon Claw. Not very effective, and that's kind of the thing. Melmetal is a great counter to Giratina, just because Giratina doesn't really have anything for him as far as super effective moves go. I mean, Shadow Sneak, or whatever the ghost move, the charge move that Giratina can learn that's a ghost move would be the best one to sort of deal with Melmetal, just because it does neutral damage, whereas Ancient Power and Dragon Claw are both resisted. Melmetal resists them both. So right now we're pretty even. That's kind of what I wanted out of this, honestly. maybe kind of sacrifice Giratina in here, and if I have any threats, hopefully Tyranitar and MUK can deal with them. And we can get this Melmetal out of here. Because he's the big threat to my team, because really we just can't do much against him. I don't think this will take us out, will it? Yeah, we're hanging on by a little bit. And I am going to get to one more Dragon Claw, it looks like. Whether he shields here or not, I don't know. But either way, we're beating this Melmetal. Alright, so he shields. And that's great for us. We actually beat the Melmetal. Mewtwo comes out. Alright, so we're definitely going into Tyranitar. I have to watch out here for the Focus Blast. Hopefully we don't get that. Ignore that group chat. Ugh. I'm actually gonna shield here. I'm just... Okay, it was a Side Strike. Okay. But it's okay. We're even on shields right now, so that's not bad at all. I'm just gonna try to farm down this Mewtwo. And then we have a Tyranitar loaded up on energy. I can actually get another Stone Edge off. Can you believe it? Oh, they quit. Okay. So we get the W. So overall with the showcase with this team, I think this was a good showcase because, you know, we got 3 out of 5 wins. We got more wins than losses. And it was showcasing sort of the weakness of this team. I believe the biggest drawback of this team is that, you know, if we come across something like a Melmetal, he can really stall us and then just take us out with good constant damage. And also, depending on what happens, fairies can really be the bane of our existence. I mean, we do have MUK, but in the event that MUK gets taken out and then a fairy's left on the other person's team, there's really nothing we have for it. So that's another drawback. I'm going to go ahead and click on this, see what we get. A Piplup. All right, let's catch this bad boy. See what kind of stats we're working with. But as far as these videos go, you know, I'm going to continue to make them, showcasing some different teams. Just let me know, guys, in the comments below if there's any teams you'd like me to showcase, any Pokemon that you kind of want in the spotlight for the team. And we're going to continue to keep the tempo going with these videos. Like I said, I'm looking forward to showcasing more teams with like the Master League and eventually the Great League, and just continuing this series going forward. So with that being said, my fellow trainers, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one, my fellow trainers.